There are three main reasons why Mali is such an attractive place for terrorist groups and organized crime groups. The first one is chronic poverty. The second one is that Mali is a weak state with a vulnerable central power. And the third one is the country's geographic location and the regional balance of power. Concerning poverty, Mali is one of the poorest countries in the world, with a national poverty rate estimated above 40%. Another important aspect is that in a country where 80% of the population depends on agriculture, only 4% of the land is suitable for agricultural production. And the north is the poorest region in the country. And so there are huge economic cleavages, and these populations in the north, and this is aggravated by ethnic diversity. So there are a lot of ethnicities in Mali. And these populations in the north are especially vulnerable to organized crime and terrorist groups, because usually these groups try to control the resources in the region, and often they become the only alternative, the only financial alternative for these populations. Mali is a weak state, and the central power in Bamako has no resources to control the vast north. The army is highly fragmented and has no defined loyalty. So instead of being a stabilization factor, the army is often a cause for instability. Corruption and political instability have systematically prevented the creation of a national strategy to deal with insecurity in the north. So these facts create a political and security vacuum that will obviously attract terrorist organizations and organized crime groups. The geographic location is that Mali is now in the middle of strategic smuggling routes in West Africa. And also, the overturn of Gaddafi in Libya has contributed to the proliferation of arms and rebels in the region, and many of them went into Mali. Another aspect is that Algeria, that is Mali's northern neighbor, had conducted a highly successful war on terror. So many of the terrorist groups that were previously operating in the south of Algeria have now gone into the Sahel region and into Mali. Finally, the rivalry between Algeria and Morocco over the Western Sahara question has systematically prevented the creation of a regional, effective strategy to fight against terror. So these are the main factors that contribute for Mali's success as a place for terrorists and organized crime groups.